guys, it's your boy, that boy J4, and we're on the 5th part of Danganrona. What happened last episode was 2 people got killed, Saikai, our ultimate assistant, and Junko, the ultimate fashionista. So, I hope those 2 people, well, we're going to try to go to class trial and see what's it called, and see who's going to be the culprit who killed Saikai. Not new game. Loading. Risk life. Yep. Deadly life. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist and tracked her pulse, like they do in movies and stuff. But she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't think why you even bothered to check. After those injuries and losing that much blood, frankly, I'd be shocked if she survived something like that. Huh? Hold on. Just wait a second. She's dead? Then that means...
What?
That means everything that's happening so far is real? It's not a joke or whatever? This is real?
Let me out of here!
Hell no. Someone save me. Let me out of here. Someone help me.
What's your problem?
You are just now accepting that?
Just a second.
Oh, hold on. Huh? Before we begin my vaccination, is there anything else we can discuss? Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Before we start researching Saikai's killer, decide what you do about the crime scene. We're thinking about putting someone on guard to the area. After all, the culprit decides to destroy evidence. We are pretty much screwed. In that case, I don't mind doing it then. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out the trick. Okay, then let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him in there.
What?
Wait, why? Why hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? You're the culprit. You're the culprit. You're the first thing you would do. By vouching for guardry is just destroying all that you want. Wait, fuck you.
So then.
Fine then, I'll stay on guard duty. As well, that why there's no problem. 2-player co-op base defense, and 2 of them, their stats, they are totally OP. Since we won't be able to investigate, we are putting our faith in them. Pretty sure out, but I'll try.
Just a second. You need to hurry up and find the culprit. Oh!
So you finally noticed. Huh? Notice what? Looked at Mono's files we received, and I noticed something was obvious and very unusual. Huh? What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Saikai died? She died in Monto's dorm. Wait, right. Then could it be all at once? I don't really know to me. Hold on a second. You got it all wrong. For just one night I traded rooms with her. It is because she was afraid.
What the heck?
You accept us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. Everyone looked at eyes had done a complete 180 just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it?
So then,
We're all done talking. We need to begin the investigation soon. At this point, split up. We need to investigate the bottom of this and find out who's the side guy. We'll have to collect these
so
well, I do really have.
actually,
I'd rather you didn't.
goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. Jack, Kojo,
Goodbye.
Just like that, Kojo, we had.
Yo.
Oh yeah, I'm on guard, duty, huh? I better be ahead times. Yeah.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. Whatever sons of bitches did this here right now. Here,
You're fucking dead.
Better not be letting me find out. I'll skip the trial and pray God just soul in my hand. I'm serious, I'll fuck them up. Letting this deadly words hang there. And, but I mean, you are not detectives or anything. And you are investigating murder. How do we even do something like that?
Anyway,
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know how you killed Saikai. What are you implying?
this is very
It was you. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next?
So,
Well, I guess it when I heard you give him a shot, it's that Nay, he's guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check. Just check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out. Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much to do anyway. Alright, I guess I better keep going. Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. At this point, everyone is upset. And parting, looking at me, still filled with suspicion. Does anyone really think I'm the killer? How? Now like this. Seriously, I can't all alone. Why do they suspect me? I have to do something. Otherwise, everyone will.
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair! Bzz, bzz, poison gas! Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane!
I'm saying this now, I love that sentence. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane. Every time I hear that sentence, I'm going to point it out. I can't let that happen. I can't let this turn on the way on the Kuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Saikai. Investigation. I guess I should turn and look at the Kuma files before. The victim was Saikai Mizuno. Time of death estimated around 1:30 a.m. Okay. The body was discovered in Moto's room dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. Cause of death was stab wound into the abandoned tenement. There was injury significantly the risk appeared to have scalp fracture. The no choice to push forward once to find out what happened. Somehow I have to find out so that we can all survive. Saikai. I have to find out how she was killed. Add to the truth bullets section. Yeah, I'm gonna leave gym. This is where this was, and this was the playroom. Inside of the play case to show you other items. Yeah. We won't make any progress without investigation there. So I head into my room where Psychi's corpse still remains. Okay. Try to examine the state of my room a little closer. I remember there's something new. It's the body. I take it around. I should take a look around here first. I can check out the spots in the room. Well, that's all I'm saying. Play case with the sword. This replica sword I brought back from self-defense. Does this mean it was used to attack somehow? Plus, it's been taken out of the sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade until now. Besides, it's coated with gold. On top of that, some of the gold coating came off and parts of it delayed. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. I remember the coating sticks even just touching it. My replica sword has been added to the truth bullets sections for your handle. Okay. The truth bullet. We have hooks or evidence basically. Sword and mechanical files. Instead, the lip roller, it looks like there's less of there was before. Psychi, see how dirty my room is, decided to clean up a little. My key? There's a key on the ground that has my name on it. It must be my room key. I remember that's right, we had 2 keys. When we switched rooms, too. So Psychi would have the key here in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true then, how did the killer get in my room in the first place? Psychi have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. The same goes for you. No matter who it is, don't open the door for anyone. Yes. If I'm sure it's you, I'm absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, it'll point at being a switch. I'm just saying that there's no way she could have gotten to lock it. Maybe she got the key somewhere and then someone else grabbed it. No, that's not possible either. Psychi was the first in here when and with how scared she was, she wouldn't even gone walking around and dropped it. So how did the killer switching rooms has been added to the truth bullets. She looks at the door. Let's just check it out. Oh. Puka is still inside the door. I don't see any evidence to use it at all. It makes sense. I guess I moved mine. And I hadn't. I can't even imagine where I
Yo.
Yeah, seriously.
What?
Oh, Mondo.
What?
You ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours.
What?
Yet?
What?
No. Not just me. Nobody lets those open yet, as far as I know. Actually, we are talking about...
By the way...
I haven't opened their toolkits yet. Because, like, why the hell would we? Toolkit's been added to your truth bullets. Hey, Kojo. I quietly called your name, but she was in the area. But
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting
Did you
every
lose a
inch of the room.
contact or something?
I don't know what she was doing exactly, but she seems to be coordinating it really hard on it. But for a few seconds later, she suddenly stood
Listen.
up and said, "Are you a clean freak?" Huh? No, I don't think so, but why? Nodded and glanced around the room.
I see.
Interesting.
Hey,
Interesting. Ah. Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about you. Unusual? What do you mean?
so
I've been searching the floor from corner to another corner. I didn't find one straight upstairs.
indeed.
Really? Not one hair from the dome, and not one hair from you, not even one living room. And now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around for it. It looks like there's a vent roll in my room has been used, but I never touched it.
I
Something
see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair on it. Someone with all of that knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in your room and scrubbed your room clean. Is the Saikai
Well?
the killer? That's a question, isn't it? Liberal alert. Okay. We can look at the body. There are scratches and gouges on the long bed. Is that evidence or are they struggle? It looks like there must be some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right. In another room, I believe I heard something. That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember all the rooms are completely soundproof? Something would happen in the room next to you. There's no way you could have known. Perhaps there's another of strategies creating an ideal settle for murdering. Evidence of struggle.
By the way,
Yeah, you know, I realized while I was on my guard duty, the killer had already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body on it. There's a trash room here in the dorm, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah.
you son of a bitch!
That dirty bastard.
Shit.
Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum. That deserves death. That's why my belly's
You're
on.
fucking dead.
So if I ever find the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo,
That'll all get sorted out when that time comes. Sorta. Did you think I'm good
Hey.
too? I'm not trying to make applications like that. I simply don't know whether or not. Whatever decisions I will follow you. There's a gouge in the bed, like someone attacked me. What the hell happened here? Again, this camera, the mastermind must be using them to keep an eye on everything that's happening here. They don't do anything to stop what's happening. They just watch it. Alright, check this. Here. Oh, here. The notepad still, but I don't think it's over. Looks like there must be some fighting already.
Well,
Soundproof number.
hey,
Using the left to show off self-defense and use protection how plus the sword has been taken out and he's huh? Some kind of strikes is on the sheet as it must be made sharp. So how did the sheet get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone uses the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make the sheet damaged. I mean, if you are going to attack someone with a sword, the first thing I'll do is a heavy sheath like that would only get in the way to just slide off in the middle of the fight. Or maybe he scratches on the sheath. Replica's sword sheath. Got struggle, sword, or sheath, pushing ring, toolkit, flint roller, bathroom, inside the door. Cool. No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Focusing myself to push my panic down, I stepped inside the bathroom. Looking at her made me painful clear it wasn't a dream or illusion. She had lost everything that made her her. Sayakai. All at once I overcome this with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why? Why does Saika have to die? Why? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I want to give up, I want to collapse, but that thought held me and supported me. I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now, no time for thinking like that. Pulled out the Monkumo and verified about her body. Sort of sharp object was thrust into her stomach must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where they get it? It's definitely something I will later. According to the Monokuma files, Saikai right wrist was broken. Ah. Her right wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. But there's something sort of glittery in the wrist too. Right there, where her wrist was swollen, there's something glittery. It definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is... There's some blood on her finger, left index finger, but isn't it? The palms of both her hands are totally spotless. So how could it only be the left finger? Okay. The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so she had a broken wrist. That must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she already got killed? So it's very possible she's broken her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Saikai in the main room, which her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom and inflicted damage to the I looked past Saikai, the wall behind her, and I saw was... What? Writing on the wall... Written in blood were the numbers 11037. Wait a minute. Did Saikai do this? Wait a minute. The water from the shower is turned off all night. Don't you guys see something? Wait a minute. This. Written on blood with the number 11037. But the 1 looks like an N. Why does it look like an N? I'm not the only one who sees that, right? Surely not. Surely not, I'm not the only one who sees the N in the 1-1. Surely not. Okay. Leave the bathroom.
It would seem...
It looks like you found it, right, Mark? The bloody numbers. That most likely Saika's the message. Bloody numbers. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It has, if she wrote it with
right
itself. We often talk like an strange poet, but the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 1107. I have no idea what that could possibly mean. The way she wrote it looks like the numbers make you think you wanted to use her body to block them. She wrote that it locates while she was sitting the way we found it. It means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand toward the wall. If you were to write something, that position, do you know what the results will be?
Well,
Results. Think about it. You're
Makoto.
not going to tell me? You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end, and you'll remain uncovered. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you are not going to tell me. There you go. Dying message. I was wondering why it wouldn't let me put dying message from a truth bullet. It sounds like Kojo knows what Saikai's dying message means, but honestly I have no idea. Oh, I know. I should talk to... When it comes to numbers, better ask the ultimate
Makoto.
programmer. There's one more thing I want to ask you. Do you know of how the door in the bathroom got broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one in the bathroom that the door doesn't fit quite right on the frame. When I tried to use it, I thought it was locked. But once you learned the trick, it opened no problem. The bathroom door frame.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit to the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob.
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, they just tried closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see it right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kojo said and shut the bathroom door. Oh shit! The doorknob. Let me talk to you.
So then.
Into the broken doorknob.
So then.
What the heck? The doorknob practically is about to fall off. It was like this.
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious it was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that? I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked. Ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only girls' bathroom can lock it, right? Lived there for a while, lost the thought. The first sudden realization.
Just a
Got
second.
question at me. I have one more question to ask you. Remember, he said earlier the bathroom would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh yeah, I did tell Saikai about it last night when we switched rooms. So what about you saying it's only you and her? You had the silence hint of a smirk on her face. She got the sense that she really starting to get into this.
I see.
And that clears that up. Huh? Clears what up?
Goodbye.
So lost. Well, then see you later. As if forgetting ever even there, he suddenly turned to the room. Okay, bathroom doorknob. I don't really think to understand any of this, but I got in my room once over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should look around where the murder weapon might be. Also, oh, I should probably ask the DVD Saikai got. When Saikai died, I had no choice but to see myself with the video. On top of that, I'm sure there's maybe I should see. I'm gonna leave the room. I'm gonna check. Monda did say something about the trash room. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's not the right thing. Huh? That's definitely my room, but the nameplate has Saikai's name on it. Yeah. Huh? This is Saikai's room, right? But my nameplate has on it. The nameplate in my room, in Saikai's room, was switched. So all that effort I switched into rooms without anyone knowing I was totally twins. But why anyone knew that? Dorm nameplates. Okay. So Leon?
Seems like...
Something doesn't seem fit. The monochroma files that Sila's room is killed in, I just can't stop thinking about, could it be the nameplates? Oh, well, we already figured that out. Saiga's room. Yeah, Saiga's room. There's only one thing in that trash can. Yep, the DVD Saiga's name on it. Saiga got really upset after seeing whatever was in that video. I wonder what did you see? It might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worthy of checking it out anyway. Sorry, Saikai, I need to borrow this DVD. There we go. Okay. Got the idea. Get the thing. Rattle. Yeah. So it's still locked. That's all still locked. Spawn room. Do something like that. It's the same. We got a lot of things. Items.
Monokuma appears!
It's the end of the line. Trash room this is where all the trash has been will eventually win up. How do you know?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. The only person that can
No, you can't go any further! No, you can't go any further!
I'll be faster.
No, you can't go any further!
God damn. Okay, I can't go any further. Okay. 4. Question mark there. Saikai. No, I can't let myself get desperate again. I need to search more clues. Nothing here. Saikai. No, let me search for clues. All there is sewing kit and organ map. Saikai, no I can't do this. That's a clue, nothing. now is just showing that I didn't want to think about someone might be showing up. Those behind this must be using these cameras for the investigation. Focus on us in a situation like this. What the hell do they want from us? Sorry, Sidecar, I need to borrow this DVD. Got the DVD, yeah. Good. Just trash. Generally, the pressure you yes. Yeah, we're there. I'm gonna go. Cares about us fans should I be able to use this to see what's on the DVD? DVD sat in garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then an image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And standing on stage, front and center, was a face I acknowledged all too well. Sayaka! She was there along the friends. She said positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even hard to accept, except that she was dead. My vision started blurring darkness, and then that violence I came to despair, and so much began to flow out.
Sayaka Mizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Oh shit, I forgot about it. My fault. I forgot. I thought it was system transcript. Suddenly the screen went dark. But then, yeah, suddenly the screen went dark, and in the next moment I saw something I could really hardly believe. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what did I notice even more than that was the figure of the other girls who all suddenly collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Look for the answer after graduation. Without warning, you cut off. What the hell? that wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Read it. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to hit them? If they really did that, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Here, it doesn't say something about the time. Okay, you're in the time. Are investigating the diamonds? Oh no, I'm just taking a break actually. I've been taking... Sorry. This is all first for me. I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I mean, I know. And I don't know why, but being in the diagonal helps me calm down. So I know I shouldn't, but I've been kind of hanging around here. You can tell I was doing the same thing last night. Sorry, I was close. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big and small, but looks like one of them is missing. One of them is missing. Very beginning where let's see if anyone knows the kitchen knife set. Hey, you got a question. So did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from that
Yeah,
hall?
totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was some kind of strange knife that suddenly disappeared like that. Oh, it wasn't missing.
That's
from the
right.
beginning? Nope. Last I remember, they're all lined up in a row. So when do you notice? Well, I went to go for some tea in the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. And I finished my tea, and went back to the kitchen. I walked to wash my glass, and the knives were gone. So you're saying when the knives disappeared while you were in the dining hall. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall, and someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure. Tell anyone I didn't come to the dining hall. Ooh, I didn't take it. It doesn't count. Okay. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayakai? What? Of course not. I would never. You really think I murdered her? Well, she was killed in your room, right? So I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On her other hand, two people becoming good friends. One of them killing the other is classic drama setup. So when you considered everything together, I honestly have no idea. Yeah. Can I get rid of Yeah. Hey, Kieran, I was hoping I could ask.
Huh?
Oh, what is it? Before she died, she left a message. She wrote the numbers 1107. Do you have any idea what these numbers might mean? Like, or something? Sorry, no. Very slowly shook her
I'm
head.
sorry.
I'm sorry, I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Things getting with time. She doesn't know. Maybe more than she letting on. No. Ah. No way. No way. Oh. No way. I seriously don't want to die here. I'm begging you. God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God's space, King, help me. I don't care who it is. Just get me out of here. Oro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigation. Hey, Slushy, do you know anything about this cleaning duty
Huh?
stuff? Cleaning duty? What's that? Honestly, I have no idea. Maybe you should ask Taka or someone else, not me. Taka. Taka. Wow. Wait a minute. Saka, dead. Oh wow, Junko, dead. Oh wow, that's cool. I think this is Taka. I'm gonna go for Taka. Taka. Killing a cleaning duty, huh? It's a matter of fact. Martin came and talked to me yesterday morning.
Listen to me!
He probably realized I was basically in charge. He decided to talk to me more directly. On topic of conversation, he assigned me cleaning duty. So you are
That's
on
wrong!
cleaning duty right now. Actually, no. Huh? Okay, then who is? Sumafo was also there when he had this conversation. He volunteered right away, so I let him let him have it. So he's on
Count on it!
indeed, but we'll swap out weekly basis. Sure, he'll be before March.
Got it!
And when that time comes, I'm counting it. Oh. You are clean. Ah, okay. Oh, there you are. I'm looking for whoever's on clean duty. Clean duty. As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It's just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on clean duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I firmly implied the good position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't got a chance to get started. So since we're on cleaning duty, we can open the front gate.
Here we go.
Of course, it's my job. I gather all the trash and toss in the trash bin. And to do that, I give you my key for the trash gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week. So eventually you're
Very
in charge.
strange.
Wait, hold on. You need to get into the trash room. Only one person in charge of access to the key is that point of getting. What's the point of going through all that trouble? Why not just leave the key open all the time so we can throw things out whenever we want? That seems more convenient.
So, in other words,
Actually, whoever becomes a fun student becomes lacking will graduate unless they're discovered.
so that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they want, they can sure much evidence would be easier. The world would disappear. Things would become boring.
Hey, listen!
Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you bastard!
Hey, Fatty, why don't you want me to clean the... Why do you want the clean the big anyway? Oh, I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else wanted to do, so it's a
You...
deal. Fine, I know
Is
why
it
you did it.
like...
You want to go do all the girls' trash and look at, and put it
There's
around.
no way to think about this in a common sense kind of way.
What are you talking about? All my love is in
You know what I mean.
2D. But there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you get tired of 2D and then
Completely unforgivable!
I'll never get tired of 2D. I've been spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D at once. The only thing about 3D is good for is to show love, affection. Oh, and PC.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about looking at these things. Are you so worried about humble questions or mortals, then there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has clean duties, Erica can accompany them picking up trash and
What?
if you are as instant as you claim, where's the harm in that? That's not how it's supposed to. Anyway, another topic. Humbria, I don't know how to say his name. Since you were on clean duty, I have a favor to ask you. So, what? So now you suddenly want to join my party. Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from past trauma, save the village, or even beating a boss. Or nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash and look around. Oh, okay. So easy. So, him and I headed down to the trash room. You let me open the gate. You know, when I looked at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get but on the side, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, like he said. So he and Rhonda found themselves a way out. Whenever, please just. Okie dokie, leave it to me. Humphrey pulled a key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch to the gate. Then,
Mr. Naegi!
however,
Without
Mr.
a
Egg,
doubt!
surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You thief. You planned this all along. No. I just wanted to see if actually the killer has tried to destroy evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left it. Wait, maybe a parallel world? Whatever, it's just hurry up and keep looking. Oh shit, there's already shit right here. The hidden tool. So we got this. There's a shard of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. It looks like some kind of glass ball. It's about big enough to fit in the palm of the hand.
Is this perhaps...
Yeah. It's that... You know what it is? Yeah. If you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. No, that's not how Shinron works. It's 3 wishes. But that's a Dragon Ball reference. Wow, I didn't know they actually do like actual references. Oh, they did Dragon Quest parties. Okay, never mind. They did do it. He's basically the weeb character. Okay, that's Kidding aside, is that it's the kind of thing you might see on in a big city street corner. Gaze into it and it will show you the symbol of the future. And just like that, and then the girls were on this quest to find that one guy. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who this particular ball belongs to? Only one person who can beat. I should go into the gym. I better find out for sure. Should Let me check. Well, this. There's something on the ground in front of me sitting area. It looks like a burnt piece of something. Burnt piece. Like a hunk burning love. Anyway, this is looks like a piece of cloth and the shape looks like part of a sleeve from a bottom up shirt. And now what it looks like is definitely up, which means this is all left from the evidence that Killer destroyed. But there's lots of people here, white behind it. This isn't enough, but so figure out who the killer is. Burnt shirt piece. Who wears white baronet shirts? He does. He does. You do. You do. So the four suspects are you, and you. This is a scenario where back question. It's a good thing. It's a good thirsty deep and it's on right now. You see a green yellow button right
Yes, indeed.
It's pretty simple. Stand up, press the green button, get it going, then press the yellow button off. Sooner than later, you'll be cleaning up duty. Someone turned the spin area on. Quite strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time.
Was it a fairy?
Cat. It was working with a fairy. Do you realize what it said? Huh? Fairy? No. Last time you were here, there was off. Yes. Without that, there can be no mistake. I've got things going.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I pointed, I came down, checked this place out, and definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back down since. I'm the only one who
Most suspicious.
should be impossible for the scenario to be on yet. That means someone is. How should that be? Scenario. The whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last scenario, all glass shards and burnt clothes.
Completely unforgivable!
What does it mean? Will be busting.
That's it! I'm sure of it!
Everyone else knows you did it. All mysteries have been solved one by one. But I don't wear white button-up shirts, so my sleeve wouldn't come all burnt. I would destroy something. Plus, I can't turn on the gate of the key because I don't have any ultimate abilities. It sounds like he's living out one of his comic books. green button turns it on and the yellow button turns it off. So it seems anyway. Okay, I gotta ask someone. So let's see now that we have some piece of clothing. See, I don't wear any white button shirts. You do. You do. You do. You do. And you do. It might be you, because you're white. Really clear. This has white. A piece of burnt clothing was found next to the incinerator in the trash room. It is a panty part of a shirt cuff. And it has noticeable blessing. What button looks like that? So probably button. So it's, you know. You know. You I don't know. Made. Don't know. I can see it up. You maybe, but button white. Maybe. Maybe please. That's the Hey, Hordio. Curio. No. I got this. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here now. I had enough. I gotta break free. Hordio, snap out of it. Hey, Nagi. What are you doing here? What? Does this look familiar? Ah! That's my crystal ball! But it's all smashed. What the hell?
What the heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was like, so how did
What?
Was it actually just made of glass, not crystal? Did that guy totally... He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Ancient time. George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. He was serious, all BS. Let's put it on a side for them. You can tell me without a doubt, does this belong? Yeah, that's mine. I totally forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have came up and snatched it. Left it in the laundry room. Someone could have found it. Okay, so it's not him then. Thanks, Curio. That all one. No, sure. By the way, I almost forgot. I was afraid to ask, but how did you take everything I saved up for the fortune teller? About what? About $1 million. It's pretty cheap, actually. I'm considering that gave you power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad. Oh no. Is the investigation over?
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started,
Fuck.
It's time for the long-awaited class trial!
Damn it.
Now
shit, I have
then,
one person to
allow
ask.
me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. I'm gonna save here just in case. You're late, Maggie. We've all been waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you will be discovered as a murderer.
Listen to me!
Don't jump to any conclusions just yet. Save after the class trial. Here we can all reveal the details of Maggie's crime. All convenient. All confessed I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayakai both known that all too well. But then who is the killer? One murderer, the one really one of us.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fate will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Well,
Yes, indeed.
What did I do?
Hey,
Are you scared? No. Scared
Makoto.
isn't quite right. I said before, it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this place yourself. No, I'll never come. Anytime close to five minutes down. I didn't want to tell side type on it. I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. Raise my voice and try to get it first. I turned, trembling with anti-supplication. Stepped forward. I could feel my heart turn faster and faster. Everyone else was already out when I stepped on. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. Steel box descended with heavy clinking sounds towards the school basement. I wonder if this is how a death row feels
oh,
times. I'd rather that is it more like a defendant waiting to feel to receive his judgment. Oblivious to our shattered anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further to the bowels of the school. We finally arrived. What do you think? Doesn't it feel like a real courtroom? It's like a whole Hollywood movie set, right?
Shit.
Not even close.
Well, now.
Sure. Okay. Everyone find their assigned seats.
Yahoo!
Hurry up now. Hurry up. You did what you said and find our seats. The seats were assigned in a giant circle. It was set up that everyone can see everyone else. Which also submit, I'll anyone There's so the certain on our first case, which deadly judgment, deadly deception, deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, deadly class trial. Do you want the save? Oh, okay, it lets me fucking save. Good. Okay. Alright, open. This is prep. Alright, open the handbook. We got truth bullets. We got what do we got for truth bullets? Evidence of struggle, the sword and the sheep. Switching rooms, toolkit has never been opened. The lint roller. Sakura's wrist, dying message. Door frame, and was broken. Nameplates, kitchen knife set is on her. Her message about it, trash duty, scenario, burnt piece, wall. What does it mean by set skills? Increases your truth bullets rate of fire, effects during the non-stop debate, and the bullet time battle costs 3 SP. Okay. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Evidence during bullet time costs 4. That. I guess that's it. Let's do this class trial. Class trial. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Why?
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Friendship penetrates?
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
Alright, if I don't talk during this whole trial, I'm gonna be focusing because I don't want to fucking die. It's about to begin the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak about anything. Because this isn't about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. First, your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. As things progression During each trial, you'll engage a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak after one another without pause. It's all up to the unearth any lies or conditions buried within the statement. What this means is that you have to use your truthfulness to refuse what they say. Any results of truthfulness were found during the investigation related to killing. Let's stick game fired wide. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truthfulness to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the pause menu during these arguments, you can view the controls. Well then, good luck, have fun. Okay.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No! Wait, something feels off. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, so the colors, different colors means that's the weak spot. Password by pressing down.
I assert that the one who was murdered was
And the murder took place
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance.
No, that's wrong. Great.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We did determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Okay,
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No,
it's wrong.
break.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not gonna change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere. Just waiting us to find it. But I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about not stop the fates. Yes. You can concentrate and hold down the right bumper while you're concerning about time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what someone is saying. At the top of that, take a steady aim to make sure it's easier to target a potential weak spot. Something like that, this consumes the focus gauge of the focus empties you can't concentrate. The focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No time to rush. So then good luck and have fun. Okay. These arguments. Only has to count. Okay.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon.
Yep.
But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right?
You didn't...
When nobody was in the dining hall. Wait a minute.
No, it's wrong. Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go to get some tea from the kitchen last night. And all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea, I went back to clean the kitchen to wash my glass. When the knives were gone. So, you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking the tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right. But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no.
Because
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned rooms, so I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's...
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here is... What are you
Sayaka.
talking about?
She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayakai? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was...
I got it!
Sayakai.
Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all!
No! You're wrong!
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn. If I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Why don't they understand? If they confront me,
Hold
everyone's
on.
gonna die.
It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
The first Hangman Gambit. Should we describe that more? Absolutely. The things advance further in the class trial. Hangman Gambit will eventually take place. The point of to reveal important phrases that relate to the incident in question. You will have to define to reduce the phrase by letter flying around. A letters already known. Repeating the phrase by shooting down lines in the right order. Select joystick and press Y. Shoot down the wrong letter, you'll suffer damage. And if you run down time and fail. Good luck and have fun. Something should have been at the scene. It wasn't. So, zip roller? We can just find out what something is. Is it the zip roller? Payment Gambit. 4 words. Hey. Hair.
Now I understand. That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Ha ha ha! Yes, very true, very true!
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The killer tried to get into the bathroom and the evidence is object, doorknob.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Cole says it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice at first. But is that type key point here? For a bit more learning about nonsense. From here on out, number of weak spots will begin to go on. But no matter what, how many weak spots, in essential, there's one lie or condition that debate. What I'm trying to say is, all weak spots are not necessarily false. You shoot bullets on the wrong one, and you will fail to refuse what they say. But you'll see the lower the truth with everyone damage. And now the influence from zero, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots actually lie or concentrations. So, good luck. I'm looking forward to this one.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and butt.
No. What? Huh? What's wrong? If you're trying to keep up the start of the trial, you don't try yourself. True, I didn't think about anything more time.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door, because Sayaka had locked it.
No, it's wrong. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes. Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door... That's not lucky at all!
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked, so they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Girls screaming that the bathroom was locked. Couldn't be locked. In other words, important details about the scene of the crime that
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. The killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
No.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open the door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it, otherwise what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I can tell talking to you about. Just us two, 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Come see me in my room. Check
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room. Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But...
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
In that note, Sayaka wrote.
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
You got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation. What young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then, pay attention. Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But no, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, Even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
There was that one room right there.
Sayaka and Makoto spelled in the note, but it specifically said EC. Then they would have gone to exactly.
No, it's wrong. The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right. Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who can switch the nameplates. The one person who switched the nameplates.
I got it!
Sayaka.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was...
You can also infer as much from her note.
If you want to talk to me about 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you've switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The only reason I knew that the wrist was broken is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt that she took the gym tray, found out the sheet in the room, sword handle was missing some
Shoot!
Alright, that doesn't make sense. Damn it. Make sure because of the sheath? No!
Shoot!
I was trying to read it.
I got it!
Yes.
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery there.
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? What's it called? Silas' death that we need to make clear. A bit more to learn about non-stop debates which I prepared. Yes. You're getting to use the non-stop debates. Stop. Starting with the next debate, start reloading multiple truth bullets into your cylinder. But, just like that, with the weak spots, there's only one of those bullets that can actually refuse the popper statement. In other words, from here on out, you will have to combine the right bullets, the right weak spots to refuse the statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you take damage from your gauge, bumper, rotate the cylinder. Choose from the fire. Press and release the trigger to cycle through each bullet. Hold down the left bumper if you want to select the specific bullet. By the way, if the located difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets are loaded into the cylinder. For proper this time, logic difficulty will be set to mean. Then good luck and have fun. Replica sword shield, kitchen knife set, and replica sword.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Sword. The person with the sword really attacked those.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
No, it's wrong.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife?
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Her hands. Wanted to know this clue of which body part touched her. body had touched it.
Shoot!
Damn it. Which part of shown? Stomach, palm.
I got it!
Yeah, palm touched it.
You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Psycho could have washed gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation about what happens to the bathroom at nighttime. Water was off.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower.
Oh, my.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheath is, without a doubt,
I got it! Sayaka?
Sayaka damaged it.
She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
All over? Obviously, I'm committed to find out who out the killer is. But what can I do? I mean, as far as clues goes, this is flat. Wait a minute, there is clues. Dying message, yep.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Very well. And let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
Die! Die! If we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
Damn, that was it? Oh, wait a minute, I think I know
It's
what
easy
it is.
just to say, hey, decide who, but there just aren't any more clues, right?
That's wrong.
It's wrong! There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining, wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yes, that is her left
I got it!
finger.
Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But what the heck do those numbers mean? 1...
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
That's what I've been trying to say.
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1, but... Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little brain cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn it, it's no use. I can't. I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it. I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Sucker's dying message reveals the killer's name. The killer's name is turned 180 degrees. From crystal clear. Select someone. Leon.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
I didn't try to get rid of. One thing is find out on the ground similar, right? Yes, burnt sleep.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right! There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
Rid of, there's something I need to pay attention to in how it was. Where it was destroyed, what are you talking about? Right? How the fuck is that supposed to be getting clear? I think I embarrassed myself in front of everyone. Right how was it? When? It wasn't fucking right either. It's how it was supposed to.
I got it! If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of,
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the...
Shoot!
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Damn.
Shoot!
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence. Which means the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key.
Okay, so the person who would have had the trash room key was... Huh? Me? No!
It was him. No, it's not him. It was the third thing Leon said.
The key to the trash.
Whoever was on clip, so the only one. And you.
3.
No, it's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball,
But how would you use it?
You know how you should.
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned on the incinerator on? Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
The ultimate baseball
I
star.
got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Closing argument will begin. Would you like to know? Yes. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. The closing argument. In this phase, you complete summary of a case. You have to introduce the following events in the case like a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic there's a number of missing pieces. Up to you to complete the comic book to prove the true canon. Also, after you aim with a missing selection, press the A button. Holy cow! You get the hint. That might help you break through. Also, then, good luck and have fun. Shit. Closing argument begin. This. I guess. Oh. Okay. So when she... This is where she wrote... Sad, she was no last She forced her way into the bathroom, only running away until it's done. After the killer counted suck to count as a tag, with an attack of her own, which she did next. Killer attack on her own. What do they do next? Solid attack.
The killer is you! I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Damn. Alright.
Here's exactly what happened.
He went to block it.
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Shit. The knife didn't fall? Push the ball. Do the thing in. Everything's correct. After the killer counts Sakura attack, what does she do next? What does she do next? That's right, she didn't drop the sword. Nothing. Everything was right up here. And so here. Anything else? Oh! Door like that. Not how is that? How is the knife dropping? The knife dropped, and then the killer got in with the knife. The killer got in.
The killer is you! During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing.
So, yeah, it was the screwdriver. That was wrong. No, believe me, nobody wants to hear what I had to say. Oh, wait. What's the debate? Fuck. All lost. Let's hear them. Not the black-headed.
Is this really the end? I refuse to give up yet!
Yes, give it another shot. It was an argument. Not at all. Okay. This way I'll get to. This I'll get away. And back into the knife.
think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing.
Yes.
So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit, and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have your full bullet time battle. Yes. Sometimes during the class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you'll engage them to a head-to-head battle. We will like to refer as a bullet time battle, aka BTB, by the way. During the bullet time battle, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Make the button presses with each tempo as they move across the screen and reach the center. A when you lock on to an opponent's statement. And Y to destroy the statement as the tempo reaches the center. Use the method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, then you'll be the one in pain. So A, 2, and then then you start a combo. Keep this going to initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down situation. And that tempo changes, so does the timing for each button hitting. So watch out for that. Dealing enough damage and the weak spot will appear. At that point, you can press the Y button, shoot with a truth bullet, and like any other statement. If you use their statements enough, they'll come out victorious. But like before, if you fail, and okay, good luck, have fun.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it.
Tempo.
Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They use something to cut down their own.
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
I would show this narrative and things that Leon is the killer. We need to figure it out. Hey. Ada.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Shut up. You kidding me? Not a chance. You lie. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie.
Final
Where's
strike.
your proof?
This should prove it. The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Wow. This class trial shit is really hard. I got an A ranking? Wow. That's fucking funny. Oh wow.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Oh no, looks like we got it right. On the money. The blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was no other than Leon.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But
I don't believe
You
it.
son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch. What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was killed or be
So
killed.
That's why.
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step, and you'd be the one standing here. I was complete chance that I would end with the roundup like this.
I was just unlucky. That's all.
Hey, come on!
Did you expect me to accept my death? Everyone became clear. The decisions we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we did wrong. Because if what you came up was really the truth, then the truth was Sayaka was trying to frame me. But Even if that's true, I can't say she'd be wrong. After all, the mastermind is all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what was in there. And if I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I couldn't imagine it. Now we are trapped here with no way out. They are probably waiting for me.
Why? Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, dreams, her friends, to have to see something like that go happen to them. Sayakai. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. It means even some things that weren't so pleasant. That's why Sayakai for the friends that meant so much to her. That's why she betrayed me. So, when she said,
"No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side."
She was lying for me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's it. Boy howdy, that entertainment industry must have been short terrifying, huh? I mean, to try to kill someone just because of those relationships. She seemed so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she seemed descendant to pure madness. What did you say?
Phew!
I understand, I really do. Yep. You are in utter despair thanks to Sayakai's betrayal, right? Comparisons, imagery, love. That stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayakai was being forced to do something like this. All of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. But
that's enough.
As angry as I was, Kojo latched onto my arms without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, stronger enough. It was sure of it.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemy pay for what they done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it! As that was a close one, I thought for sure you're gonna give me a whole good look, but barely avoid punishment.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since so magnificent revealed that the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill him.
That's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heart of the moment. It was self-defense.
Okay.
How exactly is it self-defense? Force your way into the bathroom. Did you or did you not use your own toothpick? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your room. came out all the way back, broke into the bathroom.
Do you understand?
You have any number of chances to stop what we're doing, but you choose not to. This is not because you had unfiled instinct to commit murder.
That's why...
No, that's not. Stop it. I had enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You're closer to her than anyone, are you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you remember? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I do not plan on blaming Sayaka either. But because the one to blame is him. Huh? If you were not, if it were, if it weren't for you, this never would happen to Sayaka or Leon. You shouldn't be fighting in the. You shouldn't be fighting each other. You shouldn't be fighting against the ones who put us in this situation, the mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Oh no, did you awaken to your sense of judgment? Justice? Well, it was so happening that there's nothing more unethical than an unmoving sense of justice. After all, it's people that sort of mentality peer pressure create war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's available to you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway.
Chills! Kills!
Let's hurry up and get what everyone's been waiting for.
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
I'm begging you. Please, don't do this.
Hey, come on now.
No more begging. No more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon, the ultimate baseball star.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
It's time!
No!
I want to see what happens. Game over. Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. The 1,000 blow. what we saw, it was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else would we call it?
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme! Man, my Adderall is pumping right now. Out of control. What's going on?
I can't take it.
I can't take this anymore. Do you really have to do this? I just can't take it. Well, hey, you don't like it. All you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only for every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
And fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society of type of god. Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear. Well, so why are you putting an unstanding young citizen like me through such gruesome ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you are trying to use common sense to make sure of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. It just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you are saying and what I am saying quite doesn't fit.
Shit.
You piece of shit, I don't know who you are, but I'm going to pound your ass to the ground. You must really hate me. You get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking your way up the wrong tree. What happened? Happened because more than one of you decided to wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regret from the outside world. You are to blame. Of course, you can't cut free from the outside world being trapped in the same place. You're trapped, aren't you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries in the school will change for us. You'll think boys isn't so overwhelming. We are, well, to live here forever. What are you trying to say? I feel like there's some people hidden behind there. Like, just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Anyway, the black and punished that what everyone is waiting for after all.
Hey.
You said everyone. Who are you exactly referring to? Well, I said everything I had to say. I need to save some fun. Just like that, he was gone. He left us overwhelming by a nightmare-turning reality. Even after he was gone, he stood there forever, unable to move. He actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was that in that moment.
Just a second.
Mono, can I talk to you for a sec? She moved in close to whisper in my ear. Before we head back, there's something I need to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? You can't save another ship. Well, since we did that, I'm gonna save it right now, just in case. I'm surprised you figured it out. I told you because before this class trial started, you had to try to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by yourself, didn't you? Dude, the thoughts never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that. Sayaka meant to double-cross you, and that fact you can never change. But even till that very end, she wasn't of her decision, that's why. She has lay dying. She was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there was no part you could do that. Only Sayaka would know for sure. And we can't ask her now. Even if you can't ask her, you can refer it, don't you think? Her final thoughts was how she could protect you.
So,
in fact, that she used her one last outside energy to write her dying message proves it. She didn't care what happened to you. She never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back to the person who killed her.
Certainly.
That's one certain possibility. But I don't think that's what it was. I was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or advise you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure. It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all of this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and
correct.
Keep moving forward. Now, someone like that, the others would never be able to break free from such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move forward something like this? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgiving them, you are choosing to hit the hard road. Well, I have a high expectance for you. And she said that she revealed her smile. Smiled a small smile. By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. What do you know I want to talk to Sayaka about? Oh, well, I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Just kidding. I have really good intuition. Wow. Chapter 1, to survive. The end. 12 students left. To be continued. You received the the desperate bat present? Yes. Alright, well, guys, that'll be it for part 5? Part 5, I believe. Yep. I think this is part 5 right now. Yeah, part 5. Hope you guys had a good time watching the stream. If you guessed Leon was the killer of Saikai, if you guessed Leon killed Saikai, you are correct. Comment down below who you think is going to die next, and who's going to be the killer of that, and how are they going to do it. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. You guys have a good night.
Danganrona.